is up, Pistol Nation? This is Arknights, the new tower defense game that I've been playing the hell out of. I absolutely love this game. I'm going to give a brief review / overview of everything that's going on. We're just going to touch base with this at the beginning, the very first video of it. Tomorrow we'll do a little bit more in depth and we'll kind of break it down. I like to break down every little section of the game so we can go over it. So we got tons of videos coming for Arknights. So if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for more mobile gaming content. Pistol whip that like button. Now let's check this game out. This is not your necessarily typical tower defense game. Now, personally, I'm going to say out of all the tower defense games I've played, this is by far my favorite, and I think this is probably the best tower defense game out right now or so far. It is so much detail and customization, and it's just insane. There's just so much to talk about. There's a lot of cool events going on. We'll talk about all that. I just kind of want to give you guys like a brief overview of everything. So when you first start out, you get hit with this. There's a lot going on, and as you can see, it has your character, your account level. Right now I'm level 3. You got your combat. The combat is basically your storyline of, it has a really interesting story to it. It has squads. This is where you'll do your squads. So you have your first squad, second squad, third squad. You can basically customize your lineup. Operators, this will show you all the hundreds of different operators you have. Hundreds. I don't think there's 100. I think there's less than 100. I'm not even sure how many there is, but there's a lot of damn operators in this game. Let me tell you, there's a lot. You got your store. If you want to buy stuff with real money, they got these monthly cards, select packs, all kinds of different things. Good stuff, good stuff. They have recruitment. So this is the gotcha part of the game, and it's actually not that bad, like, because they give you 2 different ways to do it. So there's the regular thing. It's called headhunt. You'll use your monies right here, or you'll get these like headhunt tokens. There'll be like these little cards. You can use those cards to basically do one of these pulls and try and get a good character. But if you don't want to gamble, there's not a lot of people like to gamble, you can actually go to the other one, which is a more stable way to get new characters. And this is called the recruit. It's just basically recruit. So what you'll do is, I have some stuff going on right now, so I can't go too in depth with this because I want to show you everything, how to do it and how to recruit. So I'll do that for a different video. But this basically lets you recruit a certain type of character. So right now I have a starter, a DP recovery, survival. So I'm going to get one of these 3 types. Countdown timer. So right now I have to wait 5 hours. This is adjustable. The longer you wait, the more chance you will have a 5-star character or a 4-star character, and the less time you wait, the more you'll get like a 2-star character. So I really like this. We'll go more in depth over that another time. You have your missions, like anything. All these missions you want to complete. You got pinboard missions, daily missions. You got your weeklies. You got your campaign missions. All this gives you all good stuff. You want to definitely do these pinboard missions. Very good, because you're going to get these headhunter permits. That's what they're called, headhunter permits. Now, what makes this game really good, it has its own base building, and it's pretty similar to Fallout, the mobile game Fallout, where you build your base. I think there's another game just like it, and it has a different name. So I'm going to click on it, and once you see it, you'll be like, oh, I see what it is. Like Fallout Shelter. So it's pretty much almost like Fallout Shelter, where you have your little thing, and it's kind of like underground almost, and you build up your base. So you have like your trading post, your factory, your power plant, your dormitory, your control center is your main thing. Reception room, workshop, and as you keep progressing through the game, you can unlock more. You can make more trading posts, more factories. You can unlock all this other stuff. This is a whole video in itself, and I'm gonna do that. And then you go to build mode, and we can upgrade this and unlock more areas. So this is really cool, and you can customize this stuff. Like, you can go into like the dormitory And you can see I have my characters right here. We can literally customize this and build them a home. So you can go to like decoration mode, and we could put like a floor, a bed, a table. They have a whole like theme. You could do a theme. They got portable calculator, cargo. I mean, there's just so much stuff. You could throw some plants in there so they get some extra oxygen. This stuff is crazy. They got metallic walls. What else they got? They got so much weird stuff in here. It's so crazy. They got literally like, they got pizza menu if they want pizza oven. I mean, this stuff is insane what they came up with this game. The decorations and the customization for this is crazy. You got your wallpaper, wall light, your ceiling. You could put a freaking ceiling lights and stuff. It's insane the amount of stuff that's in here. But like I said, this whole thing, I'm going to do a whole video on the base. That's like, it's a very in-depth. It's a lot of fun. You'll get a lot of stuff, resources that'll help you in the main game. There's a bunch of different operators. There's a few different types. If we go over here, we have Vanguard, Sniper, Medic, Caster, Guard, Defender, Supporter, Specialist. All different ones. They have different star ratings, 5 stars, 4 stars, 6 star being the highest. And they all have different costs. So some will cost 10. Right here it says cost 10. So one thing to take into consideration is just because you have like a high level like 5-star character, they could be super costly, right? Like 18 compared to like somebody else who may be, let's see, he's only 14, right? He's a defender too. He's 14. He's not as good, but he's cheaper. So that's what's good about this game is you can get away with using these low-level characters because you can build a solid team. This is like the ultimate strategy game because there's just so many different ways to play this. So I'm just going to briefly go over the different types. I'll go more in-depth later in another video, but we have Vanguard, which is like your starter. They're like supposed to be cheap. They don't cost a lot, and they can actually, some of them have special abilities where they can regenerate you more points to put more characters out. Sniper is basically like the archers. They shoot, they have guns and stuff. The medics are the healers. They're going to be healing people, making everyone nice and healthy. You have your casters, which are your special magical casters. They're basically the same as a sniper, but a caster does spells, like they cast spells, which is needed because once you get into the game, there's certain troops that have like really good defense for regular raw physical damage, and you can't really do physical damage to them. They just block it and it does nothing. So that's when you need the casters to do that magical damage. That's their weakness. Guards are overall good. They're good at defending, but they're also good at attacking, like kind of melee. Defenders are the straight up heavy like tanks of the game. They do like barely no damage, but they can defend a lot and they can absorb a lot of damage. Supporters, they do buffs. You know, they buff your troops up. They make their attack speed go up. They make your opponent's attack speed go down, different stuff like that. The specialists, they do special abilities, basically. They're special in their own special way. But they're gonna get into I'm gonna get into a quick match right here so I can show you. So here we go. We're gonna go to combat, and right now I'm on the second one, and as you go through all the different story missions, the environments change, and it's crazy. Like, it's always different. There's always something different going on in the game. It never gets boring. The missions are never boring. And that's at the bottom. You see main. I think my cam is in the way. Yeah, my cam is in the way. Let me remove my webcam for a minute, and you'll see right here at the bottom it says main, supplies, chips, and annihilation. So main is like the main storyline. Supplies is a way to do like supply runs. And what's really cool about these is these are like only open certain days of the week. So if you look, it'll say like currently locked, currently locked. Aerial threat is open on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. The tactical drill is always open, so you can always go there. Cargo escorts only open certain days. Like, it's really cool. So I like that. So as you see here, I got 9. It'll say start. It'll take 9 energy at the bottom. You can actually practice if you want, which will only take 1 practice plan. So at the top, it has a plan. I have 30 plans right now. So those are like 30 practice runs I can do. The little lightning bolt is my energy. I got a fudge ton of energy. And you could do like enemy intelligence. If we click like the enemy intelligence, it'll tell you what you're going up against. So it'll say like hounds, soldiers, cocktail throwers, and it literally gives you like a good in-depth view of everything. And it gives you a description of what they are, their HP, their attack, their defense, and their resistance. So this junk man, his HP is a B level. So as you can say, it goes alphabetical, like school, like we're in school, right? B is pretty good, and C is mediocre, and D is bad, and you know, F is really, really bad. And if you click on the map will show you an overview of the map. So here we go. The red little bars, these little red cubes is where the enemies come out of. The blue cube is your castle or what you're trying to protect. You don't want enemies to get to the blue. And you can do auto deploy too. Auto deploy is a nice feature if you need to basically do a level over and over again and grind out for the rewards. You can only do the auto deploy though if you 3-star it, which is indicated by these little things up here next to, it says Operation 1-9. So as you see, I have 3 blues. That's like 3-starring this. If you 3-star it, then you can hit auto deploy. And basically what it does is when you hit auto deploy, the computer will literally copy your exact strategy that you use to 3-star it in the game. So it's really cool. So I'll show you, I'll actually click start. And here's my team. It has a support unit. You can also bring in friends if you need a little help, a little extra help from one of your friends. You could have one of your friends help you, but you will not get 3 stars if you use help, unfortunately. So we'll start the mission real quick and get this rolling. I think this game is really good. I highly suggest you guys and girls check it out. I'll leave a link down below like I always do for new games. So here we go. We got our game. We're regenerating our points right here. Our unit limited is 8, which means we can have 8 out on the same 8 units out at once. I'm going to drop this defender right here. Now, you could put them in certain ways. Like, I got to put them this way. So you could put them backwards and actually have them attack the other way, which is really cool. That's why this game is so strategic. Because as I drop this character, like, see the orange? That's showing you what they're facing and how they can attack. If I put her like this, I could go up, down, left, or right. Like, I could put her like this backwards, and now she's going to attack them like this. But her back, though, is exposed. So it's so, like, versatile the way you can put these characters out here. I want to put him. I don't want this dog to get here. So we're going to drop her here. And you could put, like, the archers and stuff. They go on top of these walls. The environment changes too, and the environment is so cool. There'll be environments where you'll be able to put like little blockade rolls, little blocks to change the battlefield. There'll be like grass that you can hide in. It's so cool, the amount of customization in this. Like, we're gonna see, we'll drop her at the top. She's gonna start shooting people with her gun. And we got our abilities ready. The little lightning, the little yellow thing right here. We'll click this, use her special ability. Some of them have special abilities that you have to click and trigger. Some of them are passive and they'll just automatically do. The blue right here is the health. The green is their energy. Once the green is filled up, they can do their special ability. I'm just talking. Here's a healer. And you got to make sure, like, they're in the range when you're doing stuff. So if I'm going to drop my healer, I want to make sure my healer's there healing. As you can see, she's getting like wrecked from behind because I put her backwards. So I'm trying to show you guys like all the different angles. Like, I could put this guy, and then you want to make sure you put them in a certain way so that they're attacking the opponent. You don't want to put them backwards. You got to pay attention to the way they're going to come at you. Here we go. We got another archer. I'm going to put this guy right here. And the game is just so much fun. At the top, this little 8 right here, I'm going to pause it real quick. This little 8 right here next to the little like chess piece, it means that we can have 8 people go by and hit our blue spot before we lose the game. So if 8 enemies get by, then we'll lose and we'll fail and we'll have to do it over. So every time someone goes to the blue through our blue little cube, this number will go down. Right now it says 21 of 35. This means we have 21 enemies we have already defeated, or 21 enemies that have already been released out into the battlefield. And we're going to be facing a 35 total number of enemies. right here is 1x. You can speed this up and like go ham and it like goes crazy. Or if you're having trouble and you need to slow it down, you can have it go slow. We're going to activate our special ability again. I'm going to throw this little caster out here again. I'm distracted. I'm just trying to talk and tell you everything that's going on because there's just so much that goes on. This game's awesome. I freaking love it. There's so many different kind of builds you can go with. Like, you want to, it's very strategic. You want to like put a few defenders in, but then you don't want to have too many defenders. You also want to have like some healers, and every map is different, right? So it's like every different map is strategically different. So one map you might want to go heavy with defenders and archers, and then another map you might need more healers. So there's never one formation that's like the best, which is freaking awesome about this game. It always makes you think, and it really challenges you. So as you can see, it says this is what we got. We completed this. It says save this lineup for auto deploy. So if I hit yes, basically it's going to save everything for auto deploy. So if I want to play that again and run it back, I'll just hit auto deploy and the game will literally play itself, and I'll just sit here and we'll watch it. But you can like object in the game. It'll let you interfere in the game if you want to change something up. But this is just a brief overview of Arknights. This game is amazing. I love it. I highly suggest you check it out. We got so much to cover, so many things to talk about. This game is so in-depth. I like to break it down. So tomorrow we'll go over one little piece, and we'll learn as we go. We'll learn together, and I'll teach you what I know, and we'll just have fun with this game. This is a really fun game. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Pistol whip that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We hit 800 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for your support. We on the road to 900 subscribers. So let's get 900 subscribers. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.